Hare Krishna, everyone. We are continuing to read the Teachings of Lord Kapila, the book by His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Chapter 12, Association with the Supreme Lord through Hearing. Texts 25 to 26. Satam prasangan mama virya samvido bhavanti hrit karna rasayana katha yajoshanad ashvapavarga vartmani shradharatir bhaktir anukramishyati bhaktya pumanjata viraga aindriyad drishta shrutan madrachana no chintaya Chitasya yato grahane yoga yukto yatishyate rijubhir yoga margaih. Translation. In the association of pure devotees, discussion of the pastimes and activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is very pleasing and satisfying to the ear and the heart. By cultivating such knowledge, one gradually becomes advanced on the path of liberation, and thereafter he is freed and his attraction becomes fixed. Then real devotion and devotional service begin. Thus, consciously engaged in devotional service, in the association of devotees, a person gains distaste for sense gratification, both in this world and in the next, by constantly thinking about the activities of the Lord. This process of Krishna consciousness is the easiest process of mystic power when one is actually situated on that path of devotional service. He is able to control the mind. Purport. The process of advancing in Krishna consciousness and devotional service is described here. The first point is that one must seek the association of persons who are in Krishna consciousness and who engage in devotional service. Without such association, one cannot advance. Simply by theoretical knowledge or study, one cannot make any appreciable advancement. One must give up the association of materialistic persons and seek the association of devotees, because without such association one cannot understand the activities of the Lord. Generally, people are convinced of the impersonal feature of the absolute truth. Because they do not associate with devotees, they cannot understand that the absolute truth can be a person and have personal activities. This is a very difficult subject matter, and unless one has personal understanding of the absolute truth, there is no meaning to devotion. Service or devotion cannot be offered to anything impersonal. Service must be offered to a person. Non-devotees cannot appreciate Krishna consciousness by reading the Srimad-Bhagavatam or any other Vedic literature wherein the activities of the Lord are described. They think that these activities are fictional because spiritual life is not explained to them in the proper mood. To understand the personal activities of the Lord, one has to seek the association of devotees And by such association, when one contemplates and tries to understand the transcendental activities of the Lord, the path of liberation is open, and he is freed. And he is freed. One who has firm faith in the Supreme Personality of Godhead becomes fixed, and his attraction for association with the Lord and the devotees increases. Association with devotees means association with the Lord. The devotee who makes this association develops the consciousness for rendering service to the Lord. And then, being situated in the transcendental position of devotional service, he gradually becomes perfect. In all scriptures, people are encouraged to act in a pious way, so that they can enjoy sense gratification not only in this life but also in the next. For example, one is promised promotion to the heavenly kingdom of higher planets by fruitive, pious activities. But a devotee in the association of devotees prefers to contemplate the activities of the Lord, how he has created the universe, how he is maintaining it, how the creation dissolves, and how in the spiritual kingdom the Lord's pastimes are enacted. There are full literatures describing these activities, especially Bhagavad Gita, Brahma Samhita, and Srimad-Bhagavatam. The sincere devotee who associates with devotees gets the opportunity to hear and contemplate these subjects. And the result is that he feels distaste for so-called happiness in this or that world, in heaven or on other planets. The devotees are simply interested in being transferred to the personal association of the Lord. They are no longer attracted to temporary so-called happiness. That is the position of one who is yoga yukta. One who is fixed in mystic power is not disturbed by the allurement of this world or that world. He is interested in spiritual understanding. This is very easily attained by the easiest process, bhakti yoga. Rijubhir yoga margai. A very suitable word used here is rijubhi, or very easy. There are different processes of yoga marga, attaining yoga perfection. But this process, devotional service to the Lord, is the easiest. Not only is it the easiest process, but the result is sublime. Everyone, therefore, should try this process of Krishna consciousness and reach the highest perfection. Sat means existence, and asat means that which does not exist, that which is temporary. The material world is asat. Therefore the Vedas enjoin asatoma sadgama. Do not remain within this material world. These are the quotes, translation. Those who are interested in materialistic life are also called asat. When asked how a Vaishnava behaves, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, Asat Sanga Tyaga Ei Vaishnava Achar. Quote, a devotee first of all avoids the company of asat, those who are materially interested. He avoids the company of those who are materially interested. Chaitanya Charitamrita 22.87. We have established this Krishna consciousness movement in order to avoid asatsanga, association with those who are interested in material things. Because we are associating with Krishna, we do not wish to talk about anything but Krishna. Everyone is interested in this business or that, and we are exclusively interested in our Krishna consciousness business. Those who are asat are very much attached to sense gratification, and the culmination of sense gratification is sex. In addition, Sri Sanatana Goswami in his Hari Bhakti Vilasa recommends that one should not hear Bhagavad Gita, the Puranas, the Srimad-Bhagavatam, or any Hari Katha from anyone who is not a Vaishnava in his actions. That means that we should not hear these Vedic literatures from the Mayavadis, who actually do not accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. How can one not accept Krishna as the Supreme Lord and yet dare to speak on Bhagavad Gita? We will never derive any benefit from listening to the commentaries of such people. Bhagavad Gita and Srimad-Bhagavatam should be heard from the devotees. We can hear Bhagavad Gita from Mayavadis for hundreds of years and yet never understand Krishna. It is therefore forbidden for Vaishnavas to hear talks given by Mayavadis. Harikatha, talks about Sri Hari or Krishna, are Amrita, nectar. If one hears them from the right source, he attains Amrita. So Mritatvaya kalpate. Mrita means birth and death, and Amrita means the cessation of birth and death. Spiritual life means putting an end to birth, old age, disease, and death. Getting Amrita, nectar, means getting relief from birth and death, and that is the real aim of spiritual life. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 7.16 that spiritual life begins when? When does it begin? We shall find out tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in today. The link to this book is in the description. Please check out our website shravanamdiaries.com, and we shall see you next episode. Hare Krishna.